Hi everyone, I'm back as promised with the answers for the wine trivia. I hope everyone had fun with the trivia. It was fun to create. Don't be disappointed if you got some of them wrong. Some of them were little curveballs and definitely things that you wouldn't know unless you had looked them up or have some education in wine. Some of them maybe you just know from experience or attending wine dinners or seminars or something like that. So hopefully you had a good time with those. So I'm going to go through the answers now. All right, so question one was a true or false question. So it was Petit Syrah is a smaller version of the Syrah grape. The answer to this is false. Syrah and Petit Syrah are actually completely different grapes. They're even spelt different as well. Syrah is spelt with a Y, so S-Y-R-A-H, and Petit Syrah, the Syrah section, is spelt S-I-R-A-H. So they are completely different, not related at all. They taste very different as well. So if you have ever tasted Syrah and Petit Syrah, they're very, very different styles. So that's question one. All right, question two was name the grape in Barolo. So some people may know this, some people may not. Some people may think that Barolo is the grape. It in fact is not. It is a region. The grape in Barolo wine is Nebbiolo. So just a little fun fact about Nebbiolo. Nebbia means fog in Italian. So that's how it got the name. The region where Barolo is grown in Piedmont is known for fog, and it actually contributes to the flavor of the wine and the terroir. It actually creates a cooler climate because the fog blocks the sunlight. So they named the grape Nebbiolo after Nebbia, which is fog. And there's question two. All right, question three, curveball cocktail question. Now you all know what my favorite cocktail is. It is a Negroni, and a Negroni is very easy to make. It is 3 equal parts of gin, sweet vermouth, and Campari. If you answered Aperol, that would work as well. Aperol is the same kind of flavor. Anything orange flavored with sugar, which is a liqueur, would work in a Negroni. Some people prefer it with Aperol. I do prefer it with Campari. Just a sweeter flavor adds to the balance of the cocktail. So go enjoy yourself a Negroni. All right, the next question, which was question 4. Name 2 reasons why we decant red wine. So there are a couple reasons why we decant red wine. So if you got something outside of these 2 reasons, give yourself a point anyway. The 2 reasons that I stated was to open up the wine, to give it more flavor, to add anything about oxygen kind of getting into the wine would be a right answer. The second answer is to separate it from sediment. So this you would only really find in older wines. There are some younger wines that have crystallization or sediment as well, but that is another reason that you decant wine, so that you don't get all the sediment in your glass. It kind of stays in the bottle after you decant the wine. All right, question number 5 about Valpolicella. So my question was, what are the 3 grapes in Valpolicella? I did mention that some people think that Valpolicella is the grape. That is incorrect. There are 3 grapes in Valpolicella in all of the versions. There's basic Valpolicella, there's Ripasso, there's Amarone. All of these wines have Corvina, Rondinella, and Molinara as the 3 grapes in this blend. All right, question number 6 is about serving temperature of wine. So the question was, what is the recommended temperature for big, bold reds? The recommended temperature to serve big, bold reds is 15 to 18 degrees Celsius. If you did the answer in Fahrenheit, feel free to do the conversion. I definitely can't do that in my head. That being said, 15 to 18 degrees Celsius is the recommended temperature. So if you prefer your wine at a different temperature, feel free to do that. This is just the recommended temperature to get the most out of the flavors of the wine. All right, last but not least, question number 7. So the question was, what grapes are in a Rhone style blend? So a lot of you have maybe heard someone refer to this term before, a GSM. So we say GSM because we don't want to name all the grapes, but Rhone style blends are almost always containing these 3 grapes. They're called Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre. So these aren't guaranteed to all be in the blend. I've seen a lot of Rhone style blends that just have Grenache and Syrah. But most times it is a GSM, and that's the blend for Southern Rhone. And there are your answers for our wine trivia this week. I hope everybody had fun doing the trivia this week. It was definitely fun for me to do. I look forward to seeing you for another Wine Wednesday next week.